Torah Kav Zayin. Retzitza demayet bevi'uta. Rabbeinu want to teach us something else from that words from the Gemara Kedosha. Heicha nafek rucha, umaleu behainu de'al. Rabbeinu is saying in the first paragraph, Ki limshoch et kol ha'olam la'avodato. Because if a person intend to pull, to bring all of the world to serve Hashem Yitbarach, leovdo shechem echad, that all of the world is going to be united to serve Hashem Yitbarach all together. V'chulam yashlichu, and everyone going to throw away elilei kaspam uzehavam, going to throw away their gold and silver idols. V'yitpalelu el Hashem Yitbarach levad, and going to pray to Hashem Yitbarach alone, only to Hashem. Ze hadavar, that thing, naaseh bechol dor vador, is happening, being created, being happened in every generation and generation, lefi hashalom shebador, according to the peace that is inside the generation, in the generation. Ki al yedei hashalom sheyesh ben bnei adam, because by the peace that there is between people, v'hem chokrim u'masbirim ze lazeh ha'emet, and they are explaining and investigating to each other the truth. Al yedei zeh, by that, mashlich kol ish, every person is throwing away et sheker elilei kaspo, the lie of his idols that he believes in money and nonsense. U'mekarev et atzmo lehaemet, and he's bringing himself closer and closer to the truth. Ve'i efshar lavo libchinat shalom, and we cannot come to that aspect of peace ela al yedei ha'arat panim, just by having illuminating face, smiling to each and every one. Hadrat panim. I say hadrat panim. Beautiful face. V'zeh, and it's an aspect of what it's written in Bereshit. Vayavo Yaakov shalem ir Shechem, that Yaakov came shalem, complete, ir Shechem, to the city of Shechem. It'aruta shel b'chinat, it's an aspect of how that issue that we were talking about, of all of the world going to serve Hashem Yitbarach together. So that aspect been woke up. Leovdo shechem echad, that he came to Shechem. He came to Shechem. Shechem, it's like shechem echad. Shechem, it's like a shoulder. Everyone are bringing their shoulder to lischov, to carry. Everyone wants to carry. Everyone wants to do it together. All of the world bringing their shoulders to carry. They want all to serve Hashem Yitbarach together. So when Yaakov came to Shechem, actually that aspect of serving Hashem Yitbarach together, Shechem and Shechem, it's the same word, same letters. It's teaching us that that aspect woke up in the world. It started to woke up. He wanted to gather all of the people to serve Hashem Yitbarach together. Hu al yedei shalom, and it's all by peace. This is why it's written, Vayavo Yaakov shalem ir Shechem. He came shalem, shalem complete. It's like the word shalom. Shalom, it's also complete. Veshalom hu al yedei b'chinat Yaakov, and peace, that word shalom, is by the aspect of Yaakov, shehu he'arat panim, that he's got the illuminating face. Why? Because it's written on him in Baba Metzia, bechinat, an aspect of shufre de Yaakov ke'ein shufre de Adam. The beauty of Yaakov Avinu was like the beauty of Adam Harishon. Yaakov Avinu, he had amazing face, like the face that had been created by Borei Olam, and he gave those face to Adam Harishon. Yaakov had the same face. B'zeh bechinat mevakshe panecha Yaakov, asking for your face. Who are the ones that are asking for the face of Hashem Yitbarach? It's Yaakov. It's Am Yisrael. It's the nation of Yaakov Avinu. So they can have the face, the ones that are mevakshe penei Hashem, the ones that are asking for the face of Hashem, they are the ones that can have the face of Hashem. ones that are not asking for the face of Hashem, cannot have the face of Hashem. והדרת פנים, and the beauty of the face, זה בחינת דרושי התורה. It's an aspect of words of Torah being said. שהתורה נדרשת, the Torah been learned ב-13 מידות, in 13 ways, הנמשכים, that they're being pulled, מתלסר תיקוני דיקנה, from 13 תיקוני, there is 13 things that being fixed by the beard of the person. Actually, Rav Berlan said once that actually all of 13 midot, that it's 13 midot of kindness, for that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, they're all being fixed by the beard. So why you need all of the body of the person if it's all being fixed by the beard? So he said it's a worthy standard for the beard. The man, the body, the neshama, it's all a standard for the beard. Actually, it's all happening by the beard. And you should be a worthy standard for your beard. So, the beauty of the face is an aspect of words of Torah. That the Torah being learned in 13 ways, that being pulled from 13 tikunei dikna, מבחינת הדרת פנים, from the aspect of beauty of the face, כמו שכתוב, and that it's written, והדרת פני זקן. You should honor the old people, but when it's saying והדרת פני זקן, it means you should show beautiful face to an old person. ולפי הזדככות חוכמתו, and according to how that he is purifying his wisdom, ב-13 midot elu hanal, in those 13 midot of being kind, can his dakchut kol rinato, so also his voice is being purified and he can sing more beautiful, and this is a known thing. Rav Shalom once said, someone asked Rav Shalom, it wasn't me, someone else asked Rav Shalom if he can sing. So Rav Shalom, and it means that he asked Rav if he's got a voice that's going to be good for singing or not. So Rav Shalom told him, every person that is working on his pnimiyut, he's got an inner job on himself, he's got a voice that he can sing. The voice is being changed. It's written on Rabbi Avram ben Rabbi Nachman that he was the main student of Rabbi Natan, the student of Rabbeinu. So Rabbi Avram ben Rabbi Nachman, in the beginning, he wasn't known at all as someone with a beautiful voice, at all. And in the end of his life, and they wrote, I don't remember who wrote that on him, maybe it was his son, maybe Rabbi Avram ben Rabbi Nachman, or maybe it was Rabbi Yitzhak Bender that wrote, that actually after that he brought the Likutei Halachot, that he had a Mesirut Nefesh for Rabbi Natan to create, to bring, to type, and to publish the Likutei Halachot, the main book of Rabbi Natan. So when he brought it back, suddenly they saw that in Shabbos he started to sing and he had an amazing voice, and in the end he becomes to be a Chazan. And his son also, after him, he was named Rabbi Avraham Chazan. He becomes to be the Chazan. Both of them. He started to sing, and his voice been developed by his Avodat Hashem. Bivchinat, also, just that you're going to know, in tapes of Rav Shalom from 15 years ago, from 20 years ago, you cannot understand, really you cannot understand a word from what it is talking. Mamash, you cannot. Today is a lot more clear than how that his voice was 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Mamash, it was impossible to understand. He was also shouting in the shiurim. Mamash, you hear the tapes? Even Mamash, if your Hebrew is good, Mamash, you cannot understand. Very, very hard to understand what it is talking. But now, a lot calmer and relaxed, and his voice is a lot more stable, and you can understand a lot more from his words. It's something that is happening with the voice of the person, according to how that he is purifying his wisdom in 13 midot of kindness. Bivchinat, in an aspect of what it's written, Zaken, an old person, Ze kana chokhmah. It's the one that bought wisdom. This is a Zaken, achieved wisdom. Hakane, what it means, kana chokhmah, that he bought the wisdom. So the word kana, bought, it's the same letters of the word kane. Kane, it's the pipe, the voice pipe. Motzi hakol, that brings out the voice. Veze, and this is what it's written. Har'ini et mar'aich, show me your sight. I'm going to see you. Ze b'chinat hadrat panim. It's the aspect of the beauty. Show me your beauty. B'chinat zaken kanal. That an aspect of that old person, like we learned. And then it's written, Hashmi'ini et kolech. If you're showing your face, this is what we said. It's an aspect of sharing, teaching the wisdom of the Torah. By that, purifying your voice. Hashmi'ini et kolech. Let me hear your voice. Ki hakol, because the voice, lefi hachokhmah shel drushei haTorah, is according to the wisdom of the drushim of the Torah, the words of Torah. Lefi hasechel shel 13 midot, according to the wisdom of 13 midot, shehu doresh bahem et haTorah, that he's learning the Torah with them. He's using the 13 midot to learn the Torah. Dirshuni v'chyu. It's written in Amos that dirshuni v'chyu, you should lidrosh, it means to learn. You should learn me. You should learn the wisdom of the Torah with the intention to live. And to live means to have with kindness. To use the 13 midot of kindness to learn the Torah Kedosha by them. The 13 midot of the Bride of Rabbi Ishmael and the 13 midot of Rachamim, Kel Rachum V'Chanun, Hashem Hashem, Kel Rachum V'Chanun, they're equal. They are equivalent. Ki ha-chokhmah techayeh et be'aleha, because the wisdom is going to revive the honors of the wisdom. Uchshenizdakech kolo, and when his voice being purified, as so then al yedei hashma'at kolo levad, when someone just going to hear his voice. He's not even mentioning no word. He's not saying nothing. He's just going to say, ba, a certain voice he's going to say. Belo dibur, without a word, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Moshi'o be'et tzarato. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is saving him when he's in trouble. Means that by working on the wisdom of using 13 midot of kindness, means by pshat, being kind and looking for ways how to be kind. By that, your prayers are being answered a lot more. And even just by making a sound, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to save you from every trouble that you're just going to need. Bibchinat, an aspect of what it's written, Vayar Hashem batzar lahem, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw their sorrow, Veshom'o et rinatam, when he heard their song. Al yedei shmi'at kolo, just by hearing his voice, HaKadosh Baruch Hu ro'eh mi shemetzer lo. HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees the one that are making troubles to the tzaddik, to that righteous man. Eizeu aku metzer lanu. Who is that nation that making trouble for us? Why Rabbeinu is talking and using, why Rabbeinu is talking about the nation? Why the nations are making troubles for us? Why it cannot be that Chas Shalom Israel person going to make troubles to a person? Because all of avonot are coming from the nations, and all of purity is coming from Am Yisrael. And if a person have a certain yetzer hara from Am Yisrael, it means that he attached himself to a certain nation from the 17 nations, that they have, each and every one of them have a certain bad midah, that it's the main midah that they have. Our main midah that we have is kindness, is humility, and they have different midot. So every nation have their midah, and Am Yisrael, if they're falling from the behavior of being like Am Yisrael, and they're learning from the acts of the nations, so they become Chas Shalom to be like them. So even if there is Chas Shalom in Israel that is acting in a certain way that is not worthy, that is not good, still he learned it, it's coming, the source of that bad midah is coming from a certain nation. Vezeu, and this is what it's written, Ba'er Heitev. It's written in the book of Dvarim that Ba'er Heitev, that Moshe Rabbeinu have to explain the Torah very carefully to Am Yisrael. Beshiv'im Lashon. In the Gemara, in Masechet Sutta, they explained it, what it means, explain it carefully, in 70 languages. Like that it's written in Rashi over there. Sheperushim udrushe HaTorah, that the explanations and words of the Torah, Shemisham totzot hakol, that from there the voice is coming out, like we said, that by purifying your wisdom, the voice is being purified. You can hear, it's a higher level of sound. Al yadam, by that, hetiv lanu bechol haleshonot ubechol ha'akum. By purifying ourselves like that, you're going to have the ability to explain the wisdom of the Torah to all 70 languages, and by that actually to heal and to help all of the nations also to gather themselves to join us, Am Yisrael, to serve Hashem Yitbarach, to be united with us, to serve Hashem Yitbarach, all as one. Bivchinat, in an aspect of what it's written, Beshom'o et rinatam. It's written Beshom'o et rinatam, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu heard their songs, their voice, Rashet Evot Ba'er, Bet, it's the first letters of the word Ba'er. Ba'er, this is what it's written before, Ba'er Heitev, explain to them very carefully. Beshom'o et rinatam, it's the first letters of the word Ba'er. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu going to hear their voice, by that, going to happen, Ba'er Heitev. You're going to have the ability to explain it very carefully to all of the nations. Rashet Evot Ba'er. Uva'er hu leshon perush udrush. And Ba'er, it means to explain and to teach the wisdom of the Torah Kedusha. Thank you very much.